Hey guys, welcome back to Fight Prescription. Dr. Whitmore here. First off, an update on my knee. About 10 days out, actually doing really fantastic. I think all things considered for a relatively significant injury of my left lateral knee. 10 days ago doing some MMA. Range of motion's good, no pain at all. Definitely feels unstable, a little weak, and I'm getting some popping right on my joint line. So I'm suspecting that there actually may be some lateral meniscus involvement as well. But I guess at this point in my life, that's kind of is what it is. I have a torn meniscus in my right medial knee, so maybe my body's just keeping me balanced at this point. So it is what it is. I was actually able to run some stadiums today in my lunch break. Felt good. Starting to increase the banded tension. I'll probably start hitting some light box squats and staying on the reverse hyper, and can continue to hammer some functional strength rehab on that left knee, and I'm pretty confident I'm going to make a full recovery for that left knee. Ironically, I got another injury that I thought would be a good opportunity to speak on, because it's really common both in the combat sports world as well as in my practice with physical therapy. So what was happening to me now is I've kind of made a vow to put a gi back on. I'll probably do a big video on it at some point, but I've essentially been avoiding the gi during my jiu-jitsu training for pretty much the entire time that I've known about jiu-jitsu. I took my first class in 2002 at the University of Kentucky, and here we are 17 years later, and I've been, some of that time's been off and on, but I've spent very little time in the gi. A lot of time doing no gi in MMA, but it's an ego thing. I mean, for me, it hurts my game and takes away my best tools. So I need to get over that, kill my ego, and grow from the martial arts the same way that I ask my students to. So I've been putting the gi on a lot, and notice from that my upper trap on my left side has been getting lit up. And so your upper trap's this muscle here that kind of connects your shoulder to your neck, and it shoots down your thoracic spine or kind of over your scapula. I see it a lot in the clinic, so desk workers, truck drivers, bad posture, so people that are real rounded shoulders, it kind of gets that tissue stretched out, and then over time your chest and pecs shorten. Those muscles get weak, and then they're just doing something around the house, mowing the lawn, picking their kids up, doing laundry, and they get tweaked up here in these upper traps. In the combat world, really common. Think about getting your head whipped down in a Muay Thai clinch, collar tying and banging and wrestling, gi jiu-jitsu, trying to maintain posture. It's cross faces. There's hundreds of ways you can straighten your upper trap. And I remember in PT school learning this upper trap stretch that we're supposed to start giving people right after they heard it, which is you kind of grab the side of a chair and you put some weight on your head and you lean down and you stretch that upper trap out. And I think for 98% of cases, especially in the acute phase, that's absolute garbage approach. So think about the physiology there. In most cases, that upper trap isn't tight at all. It's too stretched. It's loose. It's the pecs that are tight, and then that trap is getting overextended for a period of time. Or even if you're not in that posture situation acutely, like I'm getting my head yanked down and that tissue gets overstretched. And so how in the world does that make clinical sense to stretch and overstretch muscle? It doesn't for me, and I've had an immense amount of success treating this injury super fast in my last 10, 11 years of being a PT, by actually stretching out the chest to try to improve posture. So for me, I start usually with some sort of like dynamic and then to static chest stretching. I like thoracic mobility to try to kind of increase that global extension. So I use some mobilizations, and then for home, getting people like rolling on a foam roller, or getting a couple of lacrosse balls put together and laying on it. Anything you can do to kind of get your posture, shorten that tissue. Another way to think about it, I think I heard a physician say at one point, if you get a laceration, a cut in your skin, you don't want to pull that apart. Tissue kind of heals by pushing it together. So if you have a cut or a strain in your trap and you're overextended, I don't want to keep pulling that cut apart. I need to kind of make it, we call it approximate the tissue, kind of get it closer together. That really seems to speed up the healing process, and it has been an absolute success and kind of a secret of the game and for me in my practice. So thought that would help. I know I see it every single week in the clinic, and probably the same frequency in the gym. So if you strain these upper traps from beating and banging around in the gym, whatever you do, wrestlers, kickboxers, MMA guys, stretch your chest, work on that posture, mobilize your mid-back. If that doesn't work, hit me up on social media, and I can talk to you through some other stuff. Let's go get them.